Balls. All right. There we go.
There we go. Balls was established.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've got it.
We can we have a second take on balls? Actually.
Yeah. Jordan, can you provide this one?
Yeah. Give me 1 second here.
Yep.
Okay.
Talking to balls.
Did you get that?
No. Can we have? Can you? We'll give you room noise, and then can you do one?
That actually sounded shockingly like me.
Oh, it was you.
Like just with a lot like me.
Yeah, it was you. It was you. You said that.
Okay. Well, we all understand that you do a bang up impression of Tim, but can you do one for? Can you do one?
Yeah, you give us one right here.
What am I supposed to say?
Any variation.
Any variation of balls?
Correct.
Of basically what we've been going for.
Yeah. The
okay.
theme. Annabelle, you're killing yourself.
We'll leave it open ended for you.
Okay. What's my motivation? I need a motivation to do this.
Your motivation is penis and testicular.
Okay. All right. All right. I think I got it. Just let me kind of compose myself and
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson. I think I got it.
Oh,
that was good. I think
that was really good. Yeah, got it in one.
Got it in one. Yeah.
But we call you one take Johnson.
They call me one take Johnson. Anyway, great. I've got some other ones if we need it, but I think that's good.
Good. Good. Yeah. But for now we're fine.
Yeah.
Please take your Johnson and run. I established a hub in Monster Hunter.
Oh, take your Johnson and run.
I like.
I am MR4 HR4 44. That's 4 4s.
You're not allowed to play this game anymore.
Actually, no. That's the correct amount of 4s.
You've beaten Monster Hunter. You're done.
Yeah. I would say I finally beat Monster Hunter 4, if anything.
If anything. Oh my god, my cat is being so much I cannot process.
Uh-oh.
Good news, guys. I have a Baron Harkonnen overlooking my computer.
Oh, good.
Thank Christ.
I'm glad that he was $8.
Yeah, he was only $8. Well, like I was checking out, and they said like, "Oh, $12," and it's like, sure, that makes sense for tax for $10. Not really thinking straight, and they're like, "Oh, wait, no." Well, I was doing the wrong thing because they had $15 stickers on it, but they had decreased it to $9 because they, for some reason, could not sell the action figures of Baron Harkonnen. And then it was just like, actually, it's $8, and it was like, great, sure.
They discounted it from the discount tag that was already on it.
Yeah, well, I
heavily discounted.
I mentioned this to you like a month ago, right? Like
you did. Like over a month ago, I think.
Yeah, maybe like Gen Con time. I'm not 100% sure. But I said I was just like, I'm really tempted to just buy this stupid Baron Harkonnen like action figure. And then I passed it today because I was going to French Fest, and it was just like, I'm gonna check out Cardinal Holdsovers and see if they still have that Baron Harkonnen action figure. And they did, and it was discounted, and I was like, I'm gonna do it.
I mean, it's a big man.
It's like a 12-inch action figure, and he's very fat.
But I'm being told he floats, though.
Well, it came with a base and a flight stand, so I had to. That's what they call it in like miniature gaming.
Is it okay?
Yeah. So I'm not the first person to say flight stand. It's like to represent like flying units, and
well, that's a flying unit if I've ever seen one.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Here's a full flying unit, but I had to jab a flight stand into his asshole. Like there's a little indent about where his asshole was supposed to be, and it was very hard to get in it because it's supposed to be like a pretty firm grip, and so I had to like push really hard to get this flight stand into his asshole again.
I mean,
hey, get that flight stand. Please get that. Please.
Place? I don't think.
I need
generally speaking. things are supposed to be inserted into your asshole. I mean, so I
Well,
guess it's good that it's
I mean, just be safe when you
hard
do.
fit.
yeah, like I think as long
yeah.
as everything's consensual and you're having a good time, it's fine. But you should
I
be
mean,
aware
maybe
that, like,
you should have prepped him maybe over a couple months or something.
well, I probably should have been a little bit more careful. Like, put something in slowly to like
Sure,
get the whole thing ready.
Oh, did
Yeah,
you use
yeah.
a safe and approved lubrication?
Yeah, and then like some lubrication, yes.
Yeah.
But I did have to get that jabbed in there so I could get him on the base. But
Oh,
yeah,
hey, do
now
you guys have Hinoa and Minoto over here? Or is it just me?
It is as of now just you. I have not. I mean, I got Splatooned, so I haven't done any follow requests in a little bit.
Oh, did you get the video game Splatoon? I thought that wasn't out yet.
No, it does exist for the standard person.
No, I was supposed to get it day of, and I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh, what?
So
You
I
put
think
a
they pushed the release date back.
Did you put a pre-order in or something? Preview order?
Oh, that was your mistake. You shouldn't have pre-ordered. You should have just bought it on the day of release.
Preliminary order?
The day of release.
Well, the day of release, which is whenever I personally get it.
That's actually, yeah, that's true. That's how it works mathematically.
Yeah.
I don't think that's how releases. I don't think that's how days of release work.
So I would like ask Chris how it is, but I mean it isn't out yet, so
that's
I'm not
true. Well, Tim, here's the thing. You know how
I'm not gonna break the street date.
Tim, you know how I'm like an insane YouTuber?
Oh yeah, it can go up later, right?
What?
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 Yes, you're an insane YouTuber. Go
Yeah,
on.
I know. I got a preview copy.
Oh my gosh.
They're
Wait,
like,
I have
you know
one
what?
too.
They're like, we're
I'm not an
printing one
insane
just
YouTuber.
for you. This game isn't due for another 5-8 months.
Oh no.
8 months?
I wish they would have told me that, honestly, but
Yeah,
they literally just said this game comes out when you get it, and I have yet to get it.
Oh yeah, so it's not out yet. That's okay.
Okay, so you got a pre-release copy though. That's pretty sick.
I got a
If
pre-release
only I was
copy.
a huge
Yeah.
tuber.
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever gotten a video with upwards of 10, 15 views, you probably should have got it in the mail.
Oh man, don't have anything like that. Sucks. Oh well.
Yeah.
I did notice the other day I was looking at our Monster Hunter playlist, and the combined view total for like over 200 videos is like 390 views or something,
Nice.
which is amazing. That's exactly how we want it.
Yeah,
Right
that's
where
the
we
correct amount. Yeah.
How about we do some Jordans, because I think he's a little behind Chris and I.
No, I caught up.
Jordan and I played alone and caught up.
Oh, that's right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I'm ready to go with the Malfizio or
Actually,
the March.
I wasn't here, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's how reality works. That's correct. Yes.
But if you want to do
You're just making a lot of bold statements. Oh, actually,
my Malfestio quest, we could
Look,
do that.
it's
oh, actually, no, that's not how it was
and,
for me. That wasn't. So.
Look, I think, therefore I am. And if I'm not thinking, I'm not. Therefore, the only time that reality exists is when I am thinking.
Yeah, something like that. I think that exactly, actually.
It's Descartes.
I think that's philosophy.
I think that's his name. Descartes. He agrees with me. He's a
Descartes.
very good
Descartes.
philosopher.
It's
And
tease.
He agrees with Descartes. He agrees with me.
Discartesanal.
Oh, hey, so you know how we were talking about Skarsgårds?
Yes.
Yes.
For some reason, that put this into my head. Now, you're also familiar with The Killer's debut album, Hot Fuss.
Hey, that's a good album.
Yes.
Yeah, so this
Another
just popped
album
in
I
my
wanna
heart.
discuss in a bit, but-
Castellin, your Skarsgård! Is that anything?
It's something.
What do you guys want to hunt?
Well, I want to hunt the vampire dragon.
Do we all want to do that?
I can do
Or-
that.
Yeah,
What
we
you wanna do,
all
Chris?
have that. We should do it. Also, I
At
want
least
to,
two of us do, yeah, for sure.
I want to bring up. I'm glad we got into albums pretty quickly here because I wanted to bring up something.
Of course.
Okay.
Were you guys aware that William Shatner released a spoken word album in 2004?
That sounds familiar
That,
for
like-
some reason. Like, my brain
Yeah, I was
seems
gonna say
poisoned
that
enough to
does
be aware
not
of that.
surprise me. Yeah.
I also regret to inform you it is great.
Now, is it original poetry? Is it...
I mean, a lot of it is original poetry. There's one cover on it. It starts with a cover of Common People by Pulp, and it is at least 3 or 4 times better than the original.
But spoken word?
But spoken word. Well, Joe Jackson, the very famous, like, kind of pop punk star from the 70s, is also on that song. Also, do you know who produced this album?
I'm gonna go
Don
with,
Was.
You can definitely guess it. But I don't
what's
think
his
you will.
name? Who's Spock?
Oh, Leonard Nimoy? No,
Leonard
not him.
Nimoy. Damn it.
No, it was produced by a very famous rock star,
Quincy Jones.
Ben Folds.
Ben Folds. Huh.
It is a
Maybe that's why it existed in the recesses of my brain.
Maybe.
they were apparently like got friendly with each other because they did some like I think it was Travelocity advertisements together in the 90s, and then at one point they were like, we should make an album together, and they did, and it's very good.
How long has Ben Folds been relevant?
Since like 94, I want to say.
Yeah, that's
Really?
probably
Okay,
about when
that's-
Ben Folds
that's a little
5 came
earlier
out.
than I thought. Okay.
Yeah, he was like in bands in like the late 80s, but Ben Folds became big in the like mid 90s, I want to say.
That sounds right. Like, I want to say Whatever and Ever Amen was their biggest, and it came out in like 96.
Did I ever? I'm sure I've mentioned this, but I'll say it again. Whatever and Ever Amen is the one overlap between me and my dad's CD collections.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I was going through, like, he was getting rid of a bunch of stuff a couple months ago, and I was going through all of them. And I pulled a couple of CDs that I was interested in, and one that I didn't pull because I already owned it was Whatever and Ever Amen. He had already bought that CD, and I also
it's a good CD.
It is a great album, but it was just kind of funny that, like, yeah, this is a song that we like, and we've talked about Ben Folds 5 before. He was just like, oh, I love that band in the 90s. It was just like, yeah, I love that band now.
I was 5 in the 90s, but I do love them now.
Yep.
I suppose Jordan was 5 for a very brief period in the 90s.
Yeah. For like a month, right?
Well, month and then 8 days, about. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the most.
Hey,
I
so
have the most existence of us in the 90s.
We're about to beat Monster Hunter Sunbreak for you just in time for Splatoon. Except it's certainly not going to be beaten, but at least we'll have fought the flagship that I forgot about.
Before all of the shit that was added already to this game since it came out.
Yes. All right, cutscene time.
Cutscene time.
Not Rathalos again.
No, he deserves to die. Is that a she? No, the Rathian is a she, and the Rathalos is a he.
Yeah.
I do love how that anytime they want to show off a new cool monster, they're like, it can fuck up a Rathalos, right?
Rathalos is literally the Yamcha of Monster Hunter. I feel bad for it in these cutscenes.
Yamcha, that's the guy with like a diagonal-shaped pattern on his forehead.
No, he's the guy that has like a mullet.
No, all right. What is the short guy with the diagonal-shaped pattern on his forehead?
Diagonal?
I think that's Harry Potter.
That's what I said.
I think you're thinking of Krillin and misremembering what his forehead looks like.
Yeah,
potentially, yeah.
You should Google Krillin pics.
He is
the one
the
married
short
to an
guy.
android?
Yeah,
he does get married to an android.
Yeah, that's who I'm thinking
16?
18. 16 would be great, because 16 is just a fucking huge dude.
Who loves
the
birds.
big dude. Yeah, the bird guy.
I will never remember which android is which.
Oh, I won't either.
It was perhaps
3, right?
the last memorable arc of Dragon.
How dare you say that about the Boo arc?
That's true. Well, I mean, the Boo arc is pretty bad, but the arc right before the Boo arc is pretty good. With the Gohan and the being fun.
What arc is
yeah,
that?
so that new... the one where, like, he meets Videl, and he's, like, a superhero, but he's undercover, kind of. The one we were watching on Toonami once.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Something.
What did you say?
Weren't they like the Lost episodes or something?
No.
What do I think?
I
Like,
think it was
there was
Dragon
something
Ball
airing-
Z Kai, like, what do they call it? The final episodes or the final arc or
Well,
something like that?
Wasn't there something airing like along with Dragon Ball Super that was like something that had never been aired before?
That was Dragon Ball Kai, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot Fjord.
and that was when he was like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Saiyaman.
'Cause the original run of Dragon Ball Z Kai only went through the Cell arc for some reason, and then they're like, okay, we'll make the rest of them, I guess. Sure, fine. If we must.
I just
And
didn't
so
realize that
it's like
didn't,
named separately. Go
realize
ahead.
that didn't belong to like a proper arc. Wasn't a
The-
Boo or Androids or Cell Saga. Just kind
That
of a
one-
little intermittent.
Sort of is the. It's like before the Boo arc.
Sure, but it's like long enough that you personally can group it away.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it's like a solid.
Where am I
Well, I
going?
don't know how many episodes of Kai it is, but
The wrong
I don't know, I'm
direction.
I'm
Yeah.
gathering birds.
I'm also gathering birds.
Jewel Lily's found. Sorry, Tim, you were about to say something before we started talking about Dragon Ball Z Budokai.
Was I? What did it seem related to?
I mean, if we pause, I could just go back and check the recording.
I mean, that seems unnecessary.
It does.
I mean, it seems like something we do though. So obviously you ought to do it.
About Malzeno Monster Hunter?
Right, Mazzino, not Malfestio, who is an owl.
Correct.
Yeah, Jordan came over and gave me $20 and said Malfestio and then left.
That's
right?
more or less what happened, yes.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh yeah, I guess you guys are pretty close, aren't you?
Well,
I was like, that sounds like a lot of work.
I was coming home from French Fest.
Oh, today? Literally?
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff happened on your way home from French Fest, it sounds like.
Yeah, I bought a large action figure, and then also I gave Chris $20.
Yep. Don't forget you said Malfestio.
I did say
That's a lot of
Malfestio,
dollars.
which is apparently an owl.
It's an owl.
It's for
It's
me.
an owl. Yeah.
It's an owl.
I think
Well,
that was in the cadence of
It's an orb.
Hermit? Okay.
No, what was it? It's an orb thing.
It's an
No,
orange.
I do. Yeah, it's an orange. You were right.
orange? Okay.
Yeah, no,
Guess I'm
it's an orb, and Malfestio is a dragon.
I guess I'm getting it's an,
No.
it's an orange.
No,
mixed up with,
Tim
pondering my
Malzeno's the
orb.
Tim.
It's an orb, and Malzeno is a bird.
Oh fuck.
I actually don't know where it is. I think I've circled around it. We're all in
no.
the same area.
It's on the other side of the map.
I'm going to subcamp.
I'm gonna keep getting birds because I'm not gonna
also-
fucking die like an idiot.
Somehow did not max my stamina after all this time.
Same.
I
I
am
don't
also
know
having
why.
trouble maxing my stamina.
I got like a billion defense things that I don't really
Same.
care that much about. Okay, maybe this is just a weird one.
Maybe this is just well, I think that was
Maybe
evident pretty immediately.
Maybe Malfestio ate all the yellow ones.
Oh wait, I see a yellow. 1 second. Okay. Got some yellow.
Hell yeah! Now we can fight the bird.
Tim? Dame Fiore.
Quiet. I'm fighting a bird. Oh. Ow. And what does that do to me?
Damage? I'll try for
Probably damage, yeah.
ailments.
What did someone just exploded it on me?
Yeah, I
sounds
tried
pretty
for
good,
ailments.
I see.
It's Baron von Strahd from Dungeons and Dragons, the Strahd campaign.
Oh, cool.
The film Dungeons and Dragons starring Chris Pine
Right.
And no, wait.
and others, and the guy from the sexy television show everyone likes.
The sexy television show everyone likes.
Is that the one
Yeah.
where Harry Styles spit in his mouth?
No. That was for a different film.
Okay,
He spit
good.
in his mouth.
Yeah, I'm not sure
I
I
don't know.
understood any of that.
But there was something about people were like upset at him for like spitting in him, and
Yeah,
I
know.
I didn't get much more than that.
If you didn't understand any of it, that's fair, because it's like so unimportant to anything that has ever happened.
That is true. Like, everyone involved in that event is going to die one day, and
And
so
they're
am
going to
I.
hell.
Well, we can't
I,
say that with confidence.
Oh,
I
nice
know.
fair.
Man.
I think the one thing I like about it is that it made Harry Styles look like a dipshit finally, and boy, did that need to happen for society. I think.
Even though it seemed like he did a really good job of that on his own, but everyone just kind of refused to acknowledge it.
Yeah, because he's hot and androgynous sometimes,
But not
I,
really.
This
but not,
is a borrowed.
not actually.
This is a borrowed joke, but he's fighting gender norms, and gender norms are kicking his ass.
That's pretty true.
Ow!
So he just like, oh, like Harry Styles wore a dress, and he's just like, I really wish he had just worn a suit, a black
Yeah.
suit with like a white shirt and a blue tie. He would have looked much better in that.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
I think that's a definitely important thing to note about this Harry Styles thing. Is just like he doesn't look good.
No, he doesn't. Oh, he wore makeup, and it's just like he really shouldn't have.
He should have done it more tastefully, perhaps.
Well, no, he just shouldn't have done it at all. He
Well, I
should
think
have.
the problem with it, to me, is that like it's clearly all part of a weird like marketed persona of his,
Yeah.
rather than
100%.
actually like what he's
Oh!
Yeah, that's definitely
Like-
a problem.
about. You can be like a femboy if you want, but Harry Styles is not.
Yeah,
This
it's
thing is
still-
hurting me a lot.
What do I
Doesn't
have?
look right.
I have the claws bleed effect. It's gone.
Yeah, I didn't know what it meant either.
A man said something, but I didn't pay attention to him. Also, did you know that Fiorane is here?
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
she's here
the
with
monster's
me.
here.
Wait, have you what?
It
Yes.
teleported.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you've been fighting against it.
You meant the more
Yeah.
direct here.
Yes.
As in right in front of me, suddenly.
The thing is, it is very cool that it does that.
Oh, it's great.
And it's got a pretty big tell to it as well, but I guess you don't know where it's going to show up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't really understand what the blights it does are. One of them does Dragon Blight. Get that.
Oh. Yeah, so I guess the thing is, when it does its big stab, then it teleports, and I think the second stab targets the same person.
Okay. The Wombo combo.
Yeah, the Dombo Bombo.
Yes.
Becomes Falco.
Dombo Bombo is my favorite Hobbit in
Ow.
the Silmarillion.
There
don't know if
was- Did anyone else see on Twitter the other day the a quote from Tom Bombadil that was like attributed to Matt
Tim,
Berry?
I believe you saw
yes,
that
I
because
did
I
see that.
retweeted it.
Oh, is that right? That would make sense.
It was people saying we need Matt Berry to play Tom Bombadil, and I agree.
That's
Quite
probably
good.
correct, yes.
I'm Tom Bombadil. Ouch. I'm gonna revel in the tree. Oh!
Whoa, whoa!
What's happening?
God!
Oh,
Okay.
Tim got nuked.
I tried to revel in the trees and it did not work. I'm going to continue to try though. It just freaking nothing personnel kidded me.
Can you believe that they're gonna release Overwatch 2 and call it Overwatch 2?
Woof.
What do they call it?
Yeah, in like less than a month.
What they should do is not change the name of the game from Overwatch.
That's
Yeah.
correct, yes. Fair enough. They should offer it as like $30 DLC.
Yeah, well, instead it's
much.
going to be free, and they're taking characters away from you.
Wait, it's free?
Yes.
It is free to play. Wait, so are they literally? They're not literally taking already released characters away, are they?
I don't know if the exact details of the Battle Pass are known yet, but they are hiding characters behind the Battle Pass. Whatever that means, like, every other Battle Pass I'm aware of is, like, cosmetics and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, unless it's a
That's what we're
fighting
talking
game.
about, so.
Like, fighting games always has like a season pass of new characters and shit. But it would certainly be a first for team-based shooters that are like competitive.
Like, the thing I know about Fortnite's Battle Pass that...
No, I think that's how Siege works.
Is it really?
Yeah, they have like battle passes, and they release a couple characters like a season.
I don't even know what Siege is.
Rainbow Six Siege.
It's like...
Oh, Rainbow Six.
Yeah, it's a 6v6, like, tactical shooter. Where it's like, you have a house that is barricaded, and one team is trying to stop people from getting in, and the other team is trying to get in.
Okay. Did we just cut its tail?
Yeah.
Probably. I've been putting a bunch of slicing ammo into it.
And I have been inside of its tail.
That makes sense. That was the first time I touched it, I think.
Good for you.
Anyway, the thing I know about Fortnite's Battle Pass that seems alright is if you complete the Battle Pass in the time a season takes, it pays for the next one. Like, you get in-game currency, so you do not have to spend money on the next month or next season or whatever. Which, like,
now, what does that mean? Like, if you complete a Battle Pass, oh god.
So, a Battle Pass is, like, you level up per season instead of just the life of the game. So, Overwatch had, like, competitive seasons that we didn't really pay attention to because we didn't involve ourselves in the competitive thing. But it would be, like, every time that reset, our in-game level went back down to 1. Everyone's in-game level went back down to 1. And then there's a cap on it. I think Fortnite's goes up to, like, 100. And so if you get to 100, level 100 by the end of the Battle Pass, which is, like, a couple months, you get enough in-game currency to spend on the next Battle Pass, so you don't have to spend actual real money on it.
I see. Interesting. I mean, like, how long until this is just all online multiplayer game? Like, is Splatoon 4 gonna be a fucking free-to-play game with some bullshit Battle Pass?
Doesn't strike me as something Nintendo would do.
No, because, especially because they seem very committed to, like, still having a single-player experience.
That's true, yeah. That is a very Nintendo pillar. Ow.
Oh, nice flash bomb or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, incredibly clutch.
I'm going to assume that was Fear Rain, unless one of you says you did a good.
Oh, yeah. It had
Nope, wasn't me.
Okay.
I got a Melzino tail. Like a scumbag.
I did because I kept trying to pick up those shinies before I realized they were not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was also going for the shinies.
I don't know where the shinies.
I don't think all of them are materials. Most of them, I got like a mega potion.
A what potion?
Mega potion.
Okay, not a maga potion.
Oh god, is that what it sounded like?
For a split second, and I was like, Tim?
Hmm.
Better
a
enunciate.
large barrel bomb.
Nice.
You could try for ailments with that.
I could try for elements with that.
With the large barrel bomb?
What if we just changed every chat call out in this game to "I'll try for ailments"?
I think it would be very confusing.
What's that?
There's a wolf.
Does this thing's theme have a quote of Carmina Burana in it? I swear I just heard bum 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 bum.
Bum 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 bum. That's Carmina Burana?
Yeah, the bum 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 bum. But just the last bit of that.
It is certainly Carmina Burana-esque with the big choir and everything.
The Butler University Wind Ensemble will be playing Carmina Burana at their first concert.
I believe.
No offense to wind ensembles, but they should stop playing Carmina Burana.
I agree.
That is a piece for orchestra and choir, and does not work very well with a wind ensemble.
Correct.
I did play it in high school though, so I'm one of them.
A fascist?
Was Orc a fascist?
No.
I thought he was maybe okay.
There was
walls.
like Orff wrote Carmina Burana for the Berlin Olympics, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
But then there was also something about like him leaving Germany, and that's when like his pedagogy style like came about.
Yeah, because he
Berlin
was
Olympics was
famous educator.
back when the like Nazi Party wasn't like assumed to have been like a like world conquering death cult.
Yeah.
It was before they had become like, we'll just invade everyone around us.
Jesse Owens.
Yeah. Yeah, that was back when they were treated as like a legitimate like political party. So I could see someone like being like, I'll work with the German government here, and then being like, oh wait, no, they're terrible, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Like most Russian composers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily describe Russian politics as quite as death culty as the Nazi Party.
Lenin killed a lot of people.
Well,
Lenin wasn't
right.
terrible. It was more Stalin who was just like, I'm just gonna murder everyone. Check out my second in command. He's a pedophile who loves murdering people. That's Beria for the record.
Can't murder that priest very well, though.
Well, he wasn't a priest so much as like a holy man. And he was killed eventually.
What is it, 5th time's the charm?
It was something around the 5th time, yes. Look, poison didn't work, bullets didn't work, more bullets didn't work.
They should have tried making him listen to the band Poison. That would have gotten him for sure.
Wait, is this Rasputin or?
Rasputin, yes.
Okay.
He was not like an officially recognized priest. He was like some kind of weird like mystic.
He was Russia's greatest love machine.
He was Russia's
that's what I've
greatest love
heard.
machine, yes.
Does the meaning of that song hold any water?
Does it
I
mean
don't know.
anything?
I
Probably
mean,
not.
it was basically saying how all the women in Russia love Rasputin.
I mean, they did, to my understanding.
true?
It was like,
Is it because he
was
fucked
like-
good and nasty?
I think it was that he was just like very good at fucking. Well, he had like the ear of the Tsar. Like, I'm sure that was like something.
Yeah.
Do you want to know why he had the ear of the Tsar?
Has he fucked
Fucking?
him?
No, it's because the Tsar's kid had hemophilia, and Rasputin was the one guy who was just like, maybe you should be careful with him. Maybe he wouldn't die if you're careful and not causing him to bleed internally constantly.
I don't follow the logic there.
Yeah, I don't see how that worked.
It doesn't make much sense to like a modern understanding, but hey, this was the 1920s or whatever. No, it was like the 1910s.
It doesn't make sense.
Rasputin that recent? Really? I guess so, yeah.
He was early 1900s because the communist revolution would happen. Well, there was like the early revolution where the Tsar was like really put to the side in like the early 1900s, and the communist revolution happened in like the 1910s.
There's that really good Tumblr post about how the year Rasputin died and like the year the song came out, and it's like Rasputin's grandchildren were feasibly alive to hear a very popular song about how their granddad fucks nasty and fucks good.
Yeah. Well, I was just thinking about musicals yesterday and how there's like a musical about Evita, and I'm like, and it came out in when, like the 80s maybe?
Yeah,
like
80s, maybe 90s. Was that an Andrew Lloyd Webber?
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that would be like if someone did a musical about Melania Trump like 10 years from now.
Don't
but it would be
speak that into existence, please.
I know, but like, what a weird thought.
It would be like someone did a musical about Melania Trump in like, I don't know, like Croatia.
In like what?
Croatia, like someone
like
very far away. Like, not like a
That
different
doesn't really
continent.
understand anything that was happening necessarily.
Yeah, and like I could absolutely see that happening.
Yeah.
Speaking of musicals, did you guys see that both the Alexander Hamilton and Les Mis Broadway Twitter accounts expressed condolences for the passing of Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not surprising whatsoever.
It's kind of funny to think about for like 3 seconds,
What?
but yeah, it's not surprising.
No, it's not surprising, but it is surprising because like, who the fuck cares? Broadway Twitter account, Broadway musical Twitter account, like what?
Well, Broadway
Just
is like
don't-
strong crossover with Brits. Like, Musical Theater
Okay.
is also very popular in Britain, so I understand them being like, yeah, we gotta.
Plenty of things are popular in Britain. Did Call
I mean,
of Duty
Les
make
Mis
a
was-
tweet?
And most of them-
Ironically, specifically very popular in Britain. I'm not saying it's a good idea, but I don't know. Like, can people just like not care
no,
about something? Actually,
no,
sometimes
they can't. Not in
Can
the
one
modern
single
age.
person?
Yeah, exactly. That's the feeling I get. Like, being on Twitter that day was fucking exhausting.
Oh, I had a great time
know-
because all I saw were people making jokes.
But see, even the jokes, like, I'm like, I just don't care enough to want to see this, and
Look,
like,
we
it's my entire timeline.
We fought a war for my right not to care, and I exercised that right. Lots of my countrymen died, so that I didn't have to care about the fucking monarchy,
It's true.
It's true.
and so I didn't care. But I don't know. Obviously, it was just kind of a mess.
Yeah, because I mean, mine was such a shit show between like genuine condolences from people and like poop fart queen dead dumb bitch, and I'm like, I can't handle this.
Yes, those were unfortunately like the two options.
Yeah, there was. I mean, because the in between is don't tweet about it.
Yeah. Just-
Oh yeah, which
just
is what
ignore it.
I did.
Exactly.
Not allowed to not tweet. Actually, the government kills you if you don't tweet.
Well, they must be coming for me because I didn't tweet.
That's what Dark Brandon really means.
It's like when that happened, Haley like just yelled from the other room, "Queen's dead." I'm like, okay.
I had a pretty similar interaction with IS. I ended up talking. Well, it's kind of a weird situation where we have this website that like insurance companies will like tell us like, oh, we want you to like discuss this medication with this patient.
Interesting.
And well, because like the idea is that most of the time it's a medication that is going to like this medication greatly decreases the risk of having a heart attack. And insurance companies want us to make sure that people are like taking those medications because it's much cheaper to pay for that stuff month by month than like pay for a heart attack.
I see.
And one of the patients I was talking to happened to be our like receptionist for the store I was working in.
Oh.
And so I called her and was like talking with her, and then somebody like one of the other like pharmacy techs walked over and it's like she's right over there, like you're talking to the. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And so I like hung up and went and talked to her face to face. And at the end of that conversation, she like lets out her phone. And it's like, oh, the queen has died. And I'm like, oh, huh. And then I just was like, yeah, I just didn't know what to say.
Bye.
Like, cool or bad? I don't know. Like,
One of
and
those.
that was when I learned the queen had died. Well, because like that morning I had like seen on my phone. It's just like, queen is in the hospital under a serious condition. It's like,
Yeah, I had
interesting.
seen that too.
And then it was just like, oh, the queen has died. And I'm just like, I don't know how to respond to this.
I was
I did, like, I
programming
saw-
lights on a light board,
Go ahead.
and then my coworker just pulled out the radio and went, "Queen died."
Yeah,
I was
see,
like-
that's
I was like, "Queen actually died?" I thought she was in the hospital. It's like, Queen died," and I pulled up Twitter, and the first thing I saw was Drill's tweet about it.
yes. I think a lot of people found out through Drill's tweet about it.
I mean,
Good.
What's it like? It was something like, I just know it ended with "fuck" or something like that.
See if I can find it really quick. Hey, we crushed that.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that bird was no big deal.
Oh, it was a... I should carve!
You didn't carve?
No, I appeared to have carved. I just forgot.
Okay, good.
Boy, Gov, don't for Piston. I will miss her. Fuck.
I will miss her. Fuck. Very good.
And then the next week, she died because they dishonored Brexit.
Dishonored Brexit.
And I did not mispronounce because it is spelled with a D.
Cutscene. Did we cure the cancer?
Oh yeah. Did we get the cancer out? Oh yeah, she was already cancered or something somehow.
Good. I guess.
Chris and I were discussing this, but I don't know what the best tweet ever it is. But it is a very good chance it is a drill tweet.
Yeah, certainly.
I'd say like probably 75% chance.
All three of us were discussing it when you brought up the turning the 4th of July into the 4th of shit.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was a conversation we had
just about a month ago, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure. I thought it was something you and I were talking about when we were playing together like a week ago. I can't keep track of our conversations. It's why your videos are so important.
Exactly.
And by a week ago, do you mean like 2 days ago?
No, I mean...
I guess that was longer ago, wasn't it?
It was like last Monday.
Yeah, it was our failed labor dunt.
Well, yeah, it was just that I ended up getting caught up moving furniture with my parents and didn't get home till late.
Hey, you killed it. Okay, so what big bad monster is going to show up now? By the way, I was in a hub, and I'm like, oh, they're doing 4-star quests, sure. And I jumped in, and they immediately put up, like, the last monster in the game. And I'm like, nope, bye.
Oh.
I'm like...
Not 4-star at all.
I've tried very hard to not spoil that for myself. And I guess we won't know yet, still.
Gotta do some 5-star quests.
Gotta do MR5.
Sure, we gotta do... Oh, I just saw Shigaru in the load screen, so...
Malzeno is no more. We've killed the one Malzeno.
There's always only one of these things.
You can never face the monster over and over and over again. It's not allowed. It doesn't work that way.
Nope. Because we haven't even had normal Basilgeist on the agenda yet, have we?
Oh yeah, we have not.
It should be above the other guys. Oh well.